Hi, in this video, I want to discuss the calculation of basic pay and ECOLA in HR Tech Payroll. But first, I want to define the pay rates. Okay, so there are two pay rates in HR Tech. We have monthly, wherein basic pay per month is fixed regardless of number of working days. Absences, late, and undertime are deducted. While daily, basic pay will depend on the number of days the employee actually worked. In other words, no work, no pay policy. Okay. Now, the formula for basic pay will depend on the pay rates. Now, for monthly, basic pay is equals to monthly rate minus absences, late, or undertime, plus or minus adjustment. Now, for daily, basic pay is equals to daily rate times days work plus or minus adjustment. Now, for ECOLA, the formula is the same. The only difference is the rate applied. Now, let us now go through individual data. We will concentrate on two employees only for the sake of simplicity. Okay, for Abad Kim Yoon, her pay rate is monthly. Okay, now for Alawi Ivana, her pay rate is daily. Okay, so let us now go through their salary. So for Kim, the basic pay is, for monthly rate is 50,000, daily rate is 1923.0769, and hourly rate is 240.3846. For ECOLA, for Kim, so monthly rate is 260, daily rate is 10, and hourly rate is 1.25. Now for Alawi, basic pay is, for monthly rate is 25,000, daily rate is 962.5385, and hourly rate is 120.1923. Now for ECOLA, monthly rate is 260 and the daily rate is 10 and hourly rate is 1.25. Okay. Now let us now go through their attendance, because attendance has something to do with basic pay. So, but I have a separate video for the timesheet. So if you know more about that, please watch my video regarding timesheet. So our period for the payroll that we generated is from October 1 to October 15. Okay, so for Kim Abad, so we will type the keyword Abad. So her total attendance is 75.17 hours. Okay, so these columns are calculated in hours. Same thing with late, undertime, and absences. So the late is 28.83. Now for Ivana, the attendance is 64, and then there are absences of 40 hours. And then I would like to mention also that she has holiday pay of 1 day. Okay, because she worked during the holiday. Okay, so those are basically the data that we need in order to calculate the basic pay and ECOLA. Now let us now go through the payroll. Okay, so for the payroll, so this is the payroll that I already generated, no, in my previous video. So if you want to know how I generated this payroll, please watch my video regarding payroll generation. So as you can see here, for Abad and Ivana, so monthly rate is displayed, and also the daily rate, hourly rate, and also the day's work, and absences, late, and undertime, and also the basic pay and ECOLA. So these are the values that were calculated for Abad and Ivana, Abad Kim and Alawi Ivana. Okay. So how did we arrive at these values for basic pay and ECOLA? So this is the topic of my video. Now to simplify, Kim data is, her pay rate is monthly. So basic monthly rate is 50,000. So you will divide it by 2 since our payroll is semi-monthly. And the basic daily rate is 1923.0769, which I already mentioned on my previous screen, no? So I don't need to enumerate one by one. Just go through it. So total attendance hours is 75.17. Now, how do we calculate for basic pay for Kim? Remember that her pay rate is monthly. Okay. So first, let us know the equivalent amount of the absences, late, and undertime. So she has accumulated 28.83 hours of late. So therefore, we will multiply 28.83 by hourly rate, which is 240.3846. So the amount is 6,930.2880. Okay. Now to calculate for basic pay, so all you have to do is to get the half of the monthly rate, since it is semi-monthly, minus 6,930.29, which is the absences, late, and undertime. So since there is no adjustment, so we will not do anything about that. So the amount is 18,069.71, which if we go to the payroll, it is 18,069.71. So that's how basic pay is calculated for monthly employee. Now let's go to the ECOLA. Now for ECOLA, it will be again half of the monthly rate, which is 130, minus 36.04, which is actually the deduction of the total number of hours of late and undertime, multiplied by the hourly rate for ECOLA, which is 1.25. So that is 28.83 times 1.25, and that is 36.0375. Okay. So therefore, to calculate for ECOLA, it will be 130 minus 36.04, which is equivalent to 93.96. Okay. Now if we go to the ECOLA, it is 93.96. So that's how ECOLA is calculated for monthly. Now let's go to Ivana for daily. So this is the data of Ivana. Okay. Now to calculate for her basic pay, all we have to do is to get the daily rate, which is 962.5385, and then multiply by the number of days. So her total attendance hours is 64. So we will divide it by 8 to get the total number of days, and that is 8. So the basic pay for Ivana is 7,700.308. So if we go to the basic pay of Ivana here, it is 7,700.31. So rounded to the nearest two decimal places. Okay. Then for ECOLA, you will notice that I multiplied it by 9 instead of 8. Why? Because according to Dole, when the employee works on holiday, when the employee has holiday pay, that holiday pay will also get a corresponding ECOLA. So in that case, we will, since Ivana has holiday days of 1, then ECOLA will be 10 times 9, which is the daily rate for ECOLA, and the number of days is 9 because there is a holiday of 1. Okay, so the total is 90. So if we go to the payroll, so the ECOLA for Ivana is 90. Okay, so that's how easy it is to calculate basic pay and ECOLA in HR Tech Payroll. So if you have any question, please put it on the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.